Alright gang, Halifax here, back in my basement. I want to share with you one of the projects that I've worked on and built for a friend. This is a Anovos pack that my buddy grabbed from Anovos back when they launched it. I just physically assembled it. He did all the cosmetic work to it, and he did the stickers and the paint job. He just did some rub-on labels, some dry rub-on labels. He upgraded with the brushed aluminum stickers. He supplied all the stuff. He got me an electronics kit to put in it. I forgot where he got it from. It's not GB Fans because they were out at the time. But he got that probably from eBay. But so I like the weathering he did on it. I had to 3D print some brackets inside the thrower, one for the top hat light, so it would be brighter, and well, not the top hat light, the vent light, sorry. I had to 3D print a bracket inside to fit the bar graph. There was some serious modifications that had to be done to the thrower because it's just a blob of resin inside. So there's a lot of sanding and a lot of dremeling, and I was not happy. I cussed a lot on this one, and he knows it. I was not happy with this project of his, but in the end, it was really fun. We joke about it now, but he did a lot of this stuff himself, and I'm proud of him. Again, he's done so much without me. I can't really. He's upgraded the vents in here with the metal mesh. We've got red acrylic lenses, the GB Fans hose, some wires here. I think he actually upgraded some aluminum, some brass fittings, I think. But we got a metal trigger tip here. Oh, I'm sorry, aluminum. Yeah, so this took us I assembled it probably in 3 weekends. The biggest problem was the motherboard is like acrylic, and originally we were like, Ethan, what are you gonna do with this? Nah, it's just gonna be hung on the wall. So I said, okay, because I don't really like this plastic freaking motherboard. So I built a aluminum chassis that bolts to the motherboard and bolts to the actual resin body, because this is a resin shell. It's very, very heavy. So with the aluminum chassis that I have bolted to the shell in the Alice frame, it basically sandwiches it. And now he troops with it. So he trooped at work with it. He's going to go into the Fairhaven Parade with us tomorrow with it on. So it's held up. I'm proud of the aluminum chassis that I designed for it. But so this doesn't have sound yet. He was talking to me last night, and he wants to upgrade the thrower. I'm going to try and talk him into throwing chicken thrower for this, because I just, not knocking Anovos, but I just don't like the thrower. It's got a lot of extra resin in it where it doesn't need to be. So let me, again, I saw these electronics so long ago. I think it's, the bottom one. So we got the working bar graph. We got some lights there. Got a top hat light lit up over there. These are all dummy switches up here, and that's what he wanted to start working on next. He wants to get a flash bulb in here that will ignite, and he wants to accurize it with some wires and stuff. And you just can't do it with this Anovos thrower. There's way too much resin. Everything's one piece. So if we upgrade to a throwing chicken thrower, I think that'd be the best. This activates the hat light, which pulsates, and then the firing button. I don't know. I'm gonna have to shut the light off. Yeah, so we got the firing button here that fires the. This doesn't have an overheat option like the GB Fans one that just goes through its thing. but that's what he was talking about next, is upgrading to a GB fan soundboard. But he was just showing me he rusted all the bolts himself. He's been doing all the little things here and there to get it more accurate. It's sitting on a guitar stand right now, and this is he's left it here because it's super heavy, and he has a hard time bringing it in and out of his apartment. So he dropped it off here after work, so he doesn't have to lug it around tomorrow. And since it's his, I don't feel comfortable moving it around a lot, so we're just gonna leave it here and wait for tomorrow. But all in all, it was really fun. Got to swear a lot. But his paint job, he's got very heavily weathered. I'll move in and get some clips of it for you. Yeah, so that pretty much sums it up. Again, all I basically did was physically assemble this for him and install the electronics, and he did the rest. So I can't take any credit for the paint job or the stickers or anything like that. He did a lot of the work himself on this, which is different because usually he sits in the shed and watches me do stuff, but he took his own initiative here and did a lot of the work himself. So good for him. I'm happy for him. But this is the Anovos pack we did, and just wanted to share it. So next thing is we'll do some upgrades. I can't wait for him to get a new thrower because I hate that damn thing. It's a big struggle. So once we get the new thrower, I'll do a video with that. And the electronics, because no Proton Pack is complete without the GB fan soundboard. So pretty much sums it up. Here is the Anovos Proton Pack. This is Halowax